back. Episode 2.
Episode 2, unapologetically melanated. Let's get this shit.
All right. I want to first say thank you.
Yes.
Because a lot of my clients and Dream Performance family has told me they listened. So if you listened to for episode 1, we definitely appreciate you. We appreciate all the love, all the comments, all y'all sharing our posts. It is well received. Thank y'all.
Yes, thank you. We do appreciate all y'all. We noticed every person.
We did. Even if I didn't say thank you, I saw it. It was just like literally
it was a lot going
of
on.
people talking to us, but appreciate it.
Yes, thank y'all. So make sure you watch episode 2 as well. All right.
Every episode ever.
Ever made. Okay, so before we even get started, we're going to tell y'all what we sipping on today. So what we sipping on is Corbel, California.
Champagne.
Brut.
I got it from Walmart.
Wale. It's supposed to be a mimosa child, but Mia.
Sorry.
Girl, that's a drop of champagne with some. I'm just drinking at the bottle.
Yeah, same. I put too much juice. It's nasty, right?
Oh, girl, no. That shit, bubbly. Ooh. It's
like
brut.
Soda.
Brut. It's brut for real. I don't even know what that means. Okay. Let's start with our dubs and L's of the week. So, I guess I'll start off first. So, my win of the week is I have 3 brand deals, very big brand deals that's in the works currently. So, I'm very, very, very excited about that because there's some like bigger issues. It's just like things I never thought that I would work with before, honestly, so shout out to my manager for getting things done for me. But Annalise and Alana. But
hey Annalise.
Hey girl, guess the sponsors on this again. But hey Alana. But yeah, so I have like 3 that's in the works right now.
That's good.
I'm not gonna say they're 100% confirmed, but they're pretty much there. It's just working out those minor details, things like that. But I'm excited.
Good.
My L.
Congratulations.
Thank you. My L, $20 is a bird pooped on my window. And so, my dumb ass. So I went into the store that ass for like 5 minutes. I came back out and I could tell that it was like, it just happened. So in my head, I'm like, oh, it was like only on my window. So I let like the window down thinking it was, but it kind of just made it worse. It spread it. And I was like,
bird poop is absolutely disgusting.
no, I was at a Walmart and it was giving, what's that movie with them birds called? God, I forgot what it's called.
The bird movie? Where they attack people?
No, it was another one I was thinking of, but I know what you're talking about though. But it was a bunch of them. I was like,
that's just creepy.
Disgusted.
When you see like birds in the parking lot,
it was a bunch of them. They was on everybody's car, just big chilling, big. But they was parking lot pimping. So I was just like, ugh. But that was my L of the week. So unhappy about that.
So my win is Bands and Brunch was Saturday. We had a really, really great turnout. I'm really thankful for everybody that showed up and thankful for my team. We did great. I feel like our energy was super high. Shout out to Matthew for making our video, which I'm posting soon. Our video is great. Like it literally shows
it was bomb.
Like the vision that we had. So it's because we didn't really tell him, and he just kind of came in and shot and then edited everything. So the way he edited everything was just like, this is literally what I envisioned. So I'm super, super happy about that. My loss. Okay, so I wanted to get some wine the other night, right? And so I could not find I had my debit card in my backpack, but I couldn't find my whole wallet. So I'm like going crazy in my back. I'm like at the store in the park because I know they ID me. I look young. So it was like, because I was at Aldi's. I didn't know if I want to go to Aldi's, Specs, or the gas station. But I knew like the gas station, they probably wouldn't ID me, but the other ones they would. So I know like I looked for my ID for 5 minutes, couldn't find it. Why was it in my notebook? Like it was in this.
Oh,
the whole
that's
time.
random.
So I'm like freaking out because I'm like, where is my whole wallet? Did someone steal it out of my car? But I was like, maybe that was the Lord saying, you don't need no wine tonight.
He said, stop it.
Because I just went home. I was like, I'm not even finna go in a gas station and try to get some wine or like.
Yeah, and they try to ID you and they're like, like you're a child. Time. Yeah, I definitely understand.
That's gonna piss me off even more. So I just went home and went to sleep.
Well, I'm glad you found it though.
Yes, I found it.
It's always the most random places that like the IDs and
I
the
swear I
stuff
was
be at.
shaking this little thing. Nothing came out. So when I found it in it, I was like,
why?
but oh well.
Well, I'm happy
Not a
about
big
Bands and
loss.
Brunch though.
Yes,
So
thank
y'all
you
need
for
to go
coming.
check her out on Instagram, What About Mia, because the videos is gonna be on there.
I'll probably post it tomorrow,
Yep.
Friday. So by the time I hear this, it'll already be posted.
But y'all should go check it out. It was lit and it was
lit.
fun. Okay, let's move on to our song that we vibing to.
Oh yeah, I'll go first. So I've been on TikTok a lot, so this song, y'all when y'all hear it, y'all gonna know. Hold on.
Let me make sure I get mine out. Jan.
All right.
I'm in disbelief. This bitch got me paying her rent, paying for trips, diamonds on her neck, diamonds on her wrist, and here I am all alone, all alone. I'm so cold, I'm so cold. You got me out here. Smoking out the window.
All right.
Hey,
I love Bruno Mars. He was so smooth on that. But that particular part, like this bitch, that is on TikTok. That's going viral right now.
It's going viral everywhere. She finna bring me the chords. All right, so this song.
You got it. You got it.
Okay.
We passing chords.
So this song
passing
here
the aux.
is an older song. By the way, every song is not like something new. It's just like
Something we feeling.
something we feeling, our faves,
Yeah,
whatever.
I've been saying that whole line in the back of my head.
But this is one of Mia's favorite songs, actually.
Mine?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll play it for y'all. Let me turn it down. I don't want it busting in y'all ears.
Oh yeah.
Ay, yeah, bitch, I'm exquisite, no cheap shit. Ahead of these bitches, I lead shit. Making it pop on some freak shit. You bring it to me, you know I'ma make a bag and make it twerk, twerk, twerk. Make that bitch jump, you know I'ma make a bag and make it twerk, twerk, twerk. Make that bitch jump.
I'm at Papados eating seafood. Racks in my pocket and a big tube. The shit in no rock and got red on the bottom. Ho, these ain't no cheap shoes. I really be.
Okay, so that's Make a Bag.
That's a girls' night anthem.
Yes, love that song. So that's Make a Bag by Miss Megan Thee Stallion featuring Moneybagg Yo before their whole relationship thing or whatever. But this is on the Tina Snow mixtape. I'm still say album because whatever.
It was giving album.
It was giving album, but the best project that she has ever put out.
I forgot to say the name of my song, Smoking Out the Window by Bruno Mars and Anderson Park.
Pack.
Sorry.
Park. I know you don't listen to him.
I listen to Bruno Mars, the Anderson people.
That's a one person.
I was confused because on the videos it'd be a whole group of them. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Like Anderson .Paak, I don't listen to him like that, but I know who he is though. But it's like a band or something.
That's what I thought they were all called.
The Sonic.
Anderson .Paak. No.
Oh, no. Anderson .Paak is one person. But they're like
the Silk Sonic?
Silk
Okay.
Sonic is like they post a thing together, you know.
Gotcha.
Okay. Now moving on to movie TV show of the week. So mine is Legacies.
Oh yeah.
So Legacies, I don't know if y'all watch Vampire Diaries, but me and Mia love Vampire Diaries, and I love the originals even more. So you know you got Vampire Diaries, and then the spinoff is the originals, and then the other spinoff of that is Legacies. So right now Legacies just put their third season on I was gonna say Instagram, Netflix, and you finished it already. I'm damn near done. I'm towards the end, but been watching Legacies. I love the whole Vampire Diaries series.
Yeah, it's great.
Obviously the best one out of the whole series, the originals. It has the best storyline.
They have a lot of culture.
Yeah, it had way more black people in there too. Yeah. But on this season of Legacies, they do have more black people in there too. So it's like every season they're adding more like
getting better with diversity.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like I've noticed that as well. But good storyline. I love that.
It's like sci-fi fantasy, vampire werewolf.
Yeah, and it's not too much of the
gory stuff.
Yeah, too much. It's like it's subtle. It's definitely more subtle than like the originals and Vampire Diaries. It's a little bit more.
It's very much not. I want to say teenage friendly.
It's giving
because they do cuss a little bit, but I mean teenagers cuss.
Yeah, that's true. They do a little cussing, but it's less like hectic, I guess, than the other ones. But
very age appropriate.
Yeah. So yeah, for like who the actors are supposed to be their age group, but legacies. But before you watch Legacy, you gotta watch the originals. And before you watch the original, you gotta watch Vampire Diaries.
If you do want to skip Vampire Diaries.
Low key, you could skip Vampire Diaries, but it's just like if you're gonna watch all of it, you might as well watch the whole thing. But you could really low key skip the last 2 seasons of Vampire Diaries because it was unnecessary.
Well, I won't say that because on Legacies they kind of tie in that last season of Vampire Diaries a lot.
Yeah, with that episode with the musical and stuff like that. When they were showing the story
with them passing away and stuff.
Yeah, so yeah, I get what you're saying, but you can still skip the last 2 scenes. Child, just read it on Wikipedia. But yeah, that's my show of the week. Got one?
I guess I will say The Housewives of Potomac. That's something that I liked. I love my housewives shows, specifically the ones with the black people, the black women. So I've been watching that. It's a lot of, I watch it more when I'm like, need something to play in the background. It's a mess and drama. Funny stuff. They kind of shade each other a lot, so like the jokes be funny.
Yeah.
So I'll say that's
who's in that one?
No one that you know.
Okay, because
so I'm not even gonna go.
Because the one with like everybody knows like Atlanta, right?
That's Atlanta. Okay. Yeah. So Potomac is like an area close to DC.
I've never really watched like Real Housewives series or anything like that. I never really watched it deeply. I will like tune into it kind of half-assed, but like you said, it's kind of like background. Yeah, no, I never was deeply paying attention to it.
They're basically like rich people who, most of them are married or divorced. Mm-hmm. Some of them are single, but they're friends. Mm-hmm. And so they just kind of have like drama as a friend group, which I cannot, they're way older than us. So I don't understand all the drama that they have. Our friend group doesn't do that, but it's kind of like them just like working out their issues, but it's weird because they work it out as a group. So they're literally all like, how we all go to dinner, we all go out. Mm-hmm. Let's say 2 of us had an issue, like it would have to be fixed in front of the cameras when we're all out for dinner. So sometimes stuff gets heated. And then also with the whole like the confessionals, they talk shit about each other in the confessionals. So it's like you see stuff after it airs. So they kind of argue about stuff from the previous season. Because it's like, hey, like I saw what you said, but it's just at the time you didn't know she was saying it. So that's kind of what it is. It can be entertaining.
I'll see. All right. Let's move on to some Black excellence. All right. I guess I'll start off.
Yeah, you can go first.
So I'm actually wearing the business that I'm going to be promoting today. So my Black business today for Black excellence is Miss Symone Protective Styles. Symone, Symone Protective Styles on Instagram. So she is like a loctician, basically. Like her expertise is in locks, whether it's, your hair or extensions or whatever. So y'all know I've been getting my locks lately, and this is who is by. I love going to her because she does a great job, don't get me wrong, because these is about a month and a half now, and they look great. But mostly she take care of my hair. Like, I don't be having a bunch of hair falling out. My hair grows a lot when I go get my hair done by her. So she's located in the Dallas area off of Greenville. No, not Greenville. Gaston. It's like in the uptownish area, I guess you can say. But I think she told me she might be moving to Duncanville, which is basically like little suburbs right outside of Dallas. But y'all go check out Miss Symone Protective Style. She gonna get you locked up.
She booked and busy. The first time she did your hair, I immediately tried to book with her. Sis was booked. This is last year for the whole year.
Yeah, she be booked and busy. So like whenever you gotta follow her because whenever she announced like, hey,
yes,
I'm putting my calendar up. People. Because I'm not gonna lie, she's bombing what she does. So
last
it's just
month,
like
tried to book. So I was waiting for the post, and I was like not on Instagram, so I was late. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see if she got anything. Child, it was close. There's like one day of her posting like, hey, my books are open.
She be booked up, so y'all gotta hop on that train.
She's good. She's good.
But yeah, Symone Protective Styles, and of course she is a super nice person. We always have great conversations. She has cute little family and stuff like that too. But Symone Protect Styles, go check her out. She gonna get that hair locked up. And if you want to lock your actual real hair, she can do that too. So she just like expertise in all the lock stuff. So y'all go check out my girl.
All right. So my black business is Dream Performance, which is, if you don't know, it's the gym that I work out. So work out at. So it's located on the east side of Fort Worth, in Meadowbrook, the neighborhood, which is where I grew up. So I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I love working there, because I'm literally working in my community. So at Dream Performance, we offer group fitness. It's more of like a boot camp style, as well as boxing and personal training. My favorite thing about working here is it's definitely a family atmosphere. Like you feel like you're literally working out with your family. Affordable prices. So if you do want to try it out, you can. We offer free week passes. So I'll drop the link in the show notes. So you'll click on the link and just sign the forms. And then you'll also see a picture of our group fitness schedule. So we train Monday through Friday. We have morning classes at 5 a.m. and evening classes at 6:30 and 7:30, just depending on the day. So you'll be able to see that full schedule. We do strength classes, cardio classes. You'll literally see exactly what time and day and what type of class it is. But whenever you fill out your information, you're able to access a free week of all those classes. So it's a good investment, honestly. Like we talked about this last week, like investing in your health. So if you are looking for a gym home and you want that family group fitness type of feel, we could possibly be the gym for you. So go ahead and click on that link that will be in the show notes and put your information. And then Coach James, he will most likely reach out to you just to kind of invite you in and see when you want to come into what class. Okay. And if you do sign up, make sure you put "I told you," okay? Because that's important. That's important.
Who recommended y'all? What about me?
Yes, say Mia recommended you. And so if you do that, then he'll let me know, and I actually will get your phone number and I can text you and we can talk more.
All right, Dream Performance. All right, let's move on to Getting Molded by Mia. So
yes,
let's
my
get molded
segment.
by Mia.
Okay, so I hope y'all enjoyed what I told y'all last week. So we're kind of following up, like I was saying last week, it's the new year. We're all trying to get back in the gym. If you haven't, or get more consistent. But I'm going to just give y'all 5 do's and don'ts when working out at the gym. So these tips are more for your gyms. Like if you're going to like a Fitness Connection, a Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, Gold's Gym, like a gym like that. I call those like the corporate gyms. Mm-hmm. So you're kind of on your own, checking in, go out on your own. All right. Ready?
Let's get it.
So if you have anything you want to chime in, of course, go for it.
Okay.
All right. So number 1 is not warming up at all or not warming up enough. Okay. So warm up is basically prepping your body for exercise. It's important that you do that all the way through, because really when you have a really great warm up, it's going to have you just be able to work at the best effort that you possibly can. So you're going to be able to maximize full range of motion, full strength, full endurance, versus if you don't warm up enough, okay? Mm-hmm. So an inadequate warm-up can also cause injury. So you don't want to work out and get injured. When you get injured, it kind of slows the process of you reaching your fitness goals. So I'm going to give y'all a few tips on how to make sure your warm-up is effective. First, you want your warm-up to be about 10 minutes. You want to make sure your warm-up is a dynamic warm-up. So when I say dynamic, I mean you're moving. Your these exercises are going to be stretching you the full range of motion. I'm going to give y'all examples. So walking lunges, squats, squat jumps, some quad pulls, some inchworms. If you don't know what that is, you can Google it. But push-ups, leg swings, high knees, butt kicks, stuff that's actually getting you moving. Versus a static stretch is kind of you sitting or standing and stretching. So a hamstring stretch, or a quad stretch, something like that. So make sure that your warm-up is dynamic.
Yeah, I was just telling Mia how I usually do both, but I just the last couple of weeks. Do both. Yeah, but I just feel I was awkwardly overstretching a little bit too, but I think it's just me trying to my hamstring. I know it's kind of weird from track or whatever, but I switched to just pretty much dynamic, and I feel I felt more warmed up, because it's I would do dynamic and then I would kind of sit down to kind of stretch.
You want to break the sweat a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just kind of get on the treadmill for 10 minutes doing some intervals or whatever, and then go doing some dynamic, squats. the thing that I forgot what they call, but yeah.
So if you need more assistance with that, I mean, you can always DM me on Instagram and I can send you some stuff. But if you just literally Google dynamic warm up, there's going to be plenty of like YouTube videos and pictures that pop up to give you a better like view of what that is. Like if you're going to be lifting heavy, let's say you're doing a heavy back squat day, you know, make sure you're warming up with the barbell. You're doing bench press with the barbell, making sure like before you add weight on that barbell that you're actually warming up with the barbell. Try to keep your warm up very similar to what you're doing. So let's say if you're doing a chest day, make sure you're putting a lot of chest, dynamic chest exercises, warm up exercises in your warm up. So that could be like arm swings, push ups, stuff like that. All right. Number 2 is failing to have a plan. Do not walk around in the gym with no workout plan. When I used to work at Planet Fitness, I would notice that a lot. Like, since I was a trainer, that people would come to me and, like, you know, ask me for help. But they were just like, for months, I've literally came in here and just kind of walked around and then copied people or just did random machines that I saw that were available. You really don't want to do that because how are you going to reach your goal if you're like, there's no strategy behind it? So
just
make
in
sure
there doing willy-nilly.
Yes, make sure you have a plan. So like I said last week, invest in a trainer. Like there are plenty of online trainers. I am one. My online clients know exactly what they're doing before they go to the gym. They even know what equipment they're using, you know? So just make sure you have a plan. Even if you, like Bev is the type of person or her fitness journey, by now, like she can make her own workout. So if she wants to do like a leg day, she knows what she can do, but she's going to plan it before she goes. She doesn't have a trainer, you know, because she's well off her fitness journey.
Yeah.
So even
then, a lot of the stuff that I go in there and I do, it's literally like mashups of stuff that you and Bria had put like together. So it's just kind of like combining. But like I said, I don't necessarily like ask you anymore. Like, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, because just like you've gotten to that point. But I still do literally damn near everything that you.
Yeah, and if you don't want a trainer, you can always Google stuff. You know, try to do some research on like what's the most effective exercise for this muscle group if you don't want a trainer. But if you are working out at a corporate gym, they do have trainers there. At Planet Fitness, the trainers actually come with your membership. So you can literally like just
Fitness
go.
Connection too, right?
I'm not sure about Fitness Connection.
I just really be more seeing the classes that they hold there.
So if your gym does offer training services, go ahead and talk to the front desk and see what they can do for you so you can get some type of guidance in the gym. Okay. Next, number 3 is not eating enough. Okay. So if you work out and you get hungry during your workout, if you get hungry during your warm up, you know you did not eat enough. You should not feel hungry. I have had times where I did not eat enough on accident and like I'm warming up, I feel hungry. That's how that's one of my main indicators I know I did not eat enough. Sometimes it just happens. You get really busy throughout the day and you did eat, but like you had like a busy day and so you did use that food for energy already, but you didn't plan to. So what I would do is always have a snack with you, a grab and go snack. So that's like kind of try to do like a little bit of non-perishable. So like stuff you can keep in your gym bag.
So like what,
granola bars, yeah. Or if you don't want, it does not have to be a non-perishable. So you can do like fruit,
like
yogurt,
grab one before you head out type thing.
A shake, a smoothie, but something that's, if you're on the go, something that's like really quick to grab, but you don't want to just go on an empty stomach. So if you don't eat within a 2-hour time period before your workout, you need to eat again. So 2 hours like that max time. So if I ate 2 hours ago and I go work out, that's fine. But if I'm hitting like I ain't ate in 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, you need to get a snack. It don't have to be a whole meal, but you just need something. So one of my go-tos, if I accidentally don't eat enough, and I thought I did, I get Gatorades. Most gyms have Gatorades you can buy because they do have sugar in it and do have carbs in it. So it's like something to kind of like put some sugar in your bloodstream real quick. Most gyms kind of have granola bars too. So you can always,
that's one thing.
Or vending machines.
I keep granola bars. I mean, I usually bring like 2. It's most of the time like the chocolate chip peanut butter type, whatever ones that I know that I will enjoy. So I usually keep granola bars like in my car or in like whatever bag that I have. So
yeah, food is fuel, so you need it. Anything else you want to add to that one?
Nope, just
Okay,
working out when
all
you're
right.
hungry is trash.
It is.
You be feeling like you finna pass out.
Yeah, so I know I've heard of some people like doing fasted cardio.
What that mean?
So you literally do a cardio workout without eating nothing. It's supposed to like it's supposed to like help you like I guess lose weight. I wouldn't recommend.
That sound like you would literally pass out doing that.
So don't do that. Yeah.
Y'all heard Mo. All
right. Number 4, not lifting enough or like not doing enough strength training. So when I say strength training, I mean like lifting free weights. So dumbbells, barbells, medicine balls, anything that's weighted. Like most women, when as a fitness professional, come to me and I don't want to get bulk. I don't want to get swole. Like, so I don't lift a lot. But that won't you have to be trying to bulk. Like you have to be like, your diet has to be a certain way. Like you have to be working out a certain way. And I guarantee you are not working out that hard to be bulking. Like I promise you, y'all are not, because it's just like it's science behind that. And it also happens over time. So do not be afraid to pick up those weights. You don't want to just do cardio. So let me explain something real quick on how the body works. So the best way to reduce fat mass is having a routine that has cardio, so like HIIT training and strength training. You want to do both. You just don't want to do one or the other. A lot of people end up doing too much cardio. It's like a really big misconception in the fitness industry, like doing too much cardio. Like people want to always just do cardio because I think that's the main way to like lose fat mass. But you want to do both. So this is why. So muscle mass is very important to you. Like whenever you're on your fitness journey, you're trying to lose fat mass. Your journey should be about, you're trying to reduce fat mass, but you're also trying to improve your muscle mass as well. So improving your muscle mass does not always mean getting bulky. It just means literally strengthening the muscles that you have. So the more muscle mass content you have on your body, the more efficient your metabolism will be, right? So metabolism just means the rate that you break down food. So whenever you eat, you do want that food to break down fast as possible and like store as energy as fast as possible, right? So when the more fat mass that you have, the more prone, like your metabolism is going to be slow. When your metabolism is slow, you break down food slow, and most likely that food is going to be stored as fat and not necessarily used as energy, especially if you don't really work out a lot. So please try to lift weights. You want to reduce your body fat and increase that muscle mass. That muscle mass is going to be very, very important to your fitness journey. If you don't do that, let's say you just have a program where all you do is cardio. I mean, you are going to lose fat, but you're not going to have strong muscles. You kind of can get the appearance of like a slim fat. So it's like you are losing weight, you're slimming up, but you have no muscle tone. And it's kind of like literally like a slim, it's called slim fat or skinny fat in the fitness industry. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that appearance, but you still want more muscle mass content so your metabolism can be improved, basically. So the more muscle you have.
Yeah, I think that is something that you hear a lot from women is you don't want to look strong, you don't want to look too like manly, you know, whatever. And it's just like you said, it take a lot of effort for the girls that you see that's like swole. They work, they have diets,
they have coaches.
Yeah, they're
on a specific
they want it to look that way on purpose. You going in there and lifting weights, you are not gonna look like
on accident. No one bulks on accident.
Yeah, like because you have to like eat a certain amount of like calorie surplus and stuff like that. And bulking is hard. I've tried it and I did a little bit, and bulking takes like it takes effort to get like that. So it's just kind of like you're not gonna look like those girls. I promise they worked for that.
Yes, they did. So the moral of the story is, especially for women, I'm really stressing this. Do not be afraid to lift weights. Do not be afraid to be strong and go in. Like I do it all the time. I used to be scared though. Whenever I first started lifting was really more of like college track.
We was in there lifting.
I was scared. I did not want to, like, remember how we would be about our arms? Like, we didn't want our arms to be like, you know. But now I don't care. It's like.
At all. I need them arms back.
Yeah. So don't be afraid of strength training.
And don't forget to do arm day too.
Yeah. A lot of ladies, I know we want to grow the glutes.
Booty.
But a lot of women focus on that. Focus on your upper body too.
You don't want, you you toned and then you got lanky
Stallion legs, but lanky arms.
Or your arms is like somebody. You got to pull up your own weight.
You want a well-rounded routine where you're doing some cardio and you're also doing strength training that's targeting all your muscle groups, not just one, not just the ones that you care about the most.
Yeah. So we all love a good leg day, but that's to get that upper body too.
Yes. All right. So number 5 is using incorrect form. So this can be tricky to get around because it's like, how the hell am I supposed to know that I'm doing this wrong?
Right.
So one, you don't want to have incorrect form because it can lead to injury.
Yep.
Especially as you get stronger and you start adding more weight to an exercise. And if you keep doing it wrong, you possibly could be straining muscles and joints, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, it can make exercises become less effective. So let's say I'm doing a squat because it's mostly women listen to the show. Y'all want to build the booties. I'm doing a squat, but I'm not even getting full depth. Therefore, I'm not using, my
targeted muscles.
Yeah, I'm not using that. So, yeah, I'm getting this work, but it could be more effective. You could be getting actually more stronger if you were doing it right because you would be strengthening right, So,
because I remember when I went to that class thing with you, you was telling me my squat. I was like, my chest was like, oh, I forgot
maybe
what you told me.
In.
Yeah, and I was like, I needed to be more like
upright.
Yeah, upright with it, and it's like that stuck with me to this day. So I be like making sure because it actually hurts when you do the form.
Yourself.
Like you do like a deadlift.
You do it wrong, the rounded back,
that it literally hurts, and it's like you straining your back when you're really supposed to be using your legs. So it's like you using the wrong body part.
So some tips to help you correct your form: YouTube videos. Like I said, you should already have a plan, right? So if you know what you're gonna do, whether you have a trainer, hopefully if you do have a trainer, like I give my clients videos, so they know how to do it. If you don't have a trainer, or if your trainer did not give you videos, 1, ask them, give me some videos. 2, just YouTube videos, and before you get to the gym. Look at those videos so you can know what your form is supposed to be like. Even take your phone in there, and watch the videos kind of as you work out. The first few times, doing that whatever exercise to make sure you're doing it right. You can also record yourself. So if you have a gym buddy, have that person record you so you can actually go back and look at your form at a later day. Get a tripod, record yourself, or you can watch yourself in the mirror as well if you need to, or just get a trainer.
Yeah. No, having somebody record really does help.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said, sometimes you really don't notice, or you could be doing something that's slightly a little bit off. Like you said, it's not 100% wrong, but you could be getting more work.
You could fix it. Yeah,
it's like it could be better, and you could be getting more work and really hitting them areas. So it's like a couple of things that like I've noticed, or like you watch a video, you're something like, I didn't realize I was doing this.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to get it wrong. It's a big deal, but not a big deal. Like not a big deal for you to beat yourself up. Just make sure you're doing the things that you need to do so you can make sure that you are lifting correctly. Even sometimes I do stuff wrong. I work out with a group of people, so I have somebody like actually, hey, you think I'm doing this right? Can you show me that again? Like because there's a lot of exercises in the world that I haven't done before, and if I do it, I feel unsure.
I've been an athlete. I was an athlete for the longest, and there'll be stuff that I be literally not getting it right either.
I just improved my deadlift this year. Like the last few months, it has gotten better. And I was doing stuff wrong I didn't know until someone told me like, hey, you should do this, you should do that. And once I fixed it, I'm like, wow, I'm actually able to lift way more because I'm not straining. And I actually when I feel confident because I know my form is right, but I'm able to actually literally use the full capacity of my strength because my form is right. So that's why form is important. You don't want to go to the gym and do stuff wrong. Hurt yourself, or make those exercises less effective. So those are my don'ts. Okay, so I'm gonna recap. Number 1 was not warming up at all, or not warming up enough. So make sure we're doing dynamic warm-ups. Number 2 was failing to have a plan. So make sure y'all have a call to action plan. Know what you're doing in the gym before you pull up. Number 3 is not eating enough. So if you have not eaten within 2 hours of your training time, you do know you need a pre-workout snack. Number 4 is not lifting enough and not doing enough strength training. And then number 5 is using incorrect form. Those are my don'ts. So my do's, super quick. So 1, please rack your weights and wipe the equipment down. One thing I've noticed when I used to work out in like the corporate gyms, honestly mostly men do. Like really strong men, strongest men in the gym, don't be racking their weights back.
Yeah, you be having to pull
So,
off 445
yes.
plates, and you like, damn,
It's
this
so
a workout
disrespectful.
itself.
It's just like if you was trying to be big dog, lifting all this.
Yeah, put your shit back.
But put it
please.
back. That was kind of a tangent. I just need to get. If you are a man and you do that, don't do that. It's heavy, and then people like us gotta unrack it.
Yeah.
I gotta use energy to unrack that.
We are small, okay? We're
I
not
don't
supposed to be
lift that.
taking all that off. That's your job.
So yeah,
You
just
big
make sure
swole ass
y'all
nigga.
racking. Don't be that guy that doesn't rack their weights
You're not
back.
that guy.
Please wipe your equipment down, especially because the COVID stuff.
Mhm.
Like wipe it down.
Just
Even
in
if
general, nobody wants your sweat all over.
literally wipe it down. Most gyms should have sanitizer and like some type of disinfectant spray and napkins. If they don't, then call their corporate.
Report them
Because
today.
at this time and age, that's a must.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, bring a towel to wipe that sweat off. I hate when I forget my towel or I don't have no napkin or nothing. Like,
Especially if you know you a sweater.
yes, I'm a sweater. So please bring a towel, to dab your head. Wipe that sweat off. Ladies, wear headbands. That's kind of like a side note thing, especially like the satin ones or the those ones that are for exercise. That's really going to help keep sweat from your head and your scalp rolling to your face, causing you to possibly break out, and also sweat in your eyes. I forgot to wear a headband yesterday.
Oh my gosh, sweat in your eyes.
My eyes, and I have my lashes done, so I feel like some of the I guess the glue from the
adhesive.
was in my eye. I thought I was gonna go blind. I was like, it sucks. So wear a headband. Number 3, headphones. You need those.
Get that
You gotta
music
get in the
on.
zone.
Boom,
Bring your headphones. Make sure they're charged if they're Bluetooth.
Mhm.
Create a fire playlist as well.
Yeah, get you a good playlist. Like a good playlist really get you through that workout. Boom, 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 boom.
And number 4, a do is get a gym tour. If you have not, get a gym tour, especially when you first signed up. Do not be afraid to ask questions to those people that work there. I feel like once you get a gym tour, you're going to be so more comfortable in the gym. You're going to know where everything is. So whenever you do, make your plan for your workouts. You'll actually know where the equipment is that you need. So
Ain't
make sure
more awkward than walking around and you don't know where you
I remember I was at Fitness Connection one day. I should have asked for a tour, but I didn't. And I'm like, you know what? I just went to the desk. I was like, I need help. Like, I'm tired of walking around aimlessly, wasting time. Like, show me where this is, that is. So even if you are a seasoned in your fitness journey, it's okay to ask for a tour because at the end of the day, you don't know where everything is sometimes.
Especially when you go to Fitness Connection is usually big and have a lot of stuff. So definitely stuff like that. A tour definitely helps out a lot.
It will. And then my last point for your dues, claim your space, ladies. So you might have times where somebody try to kind of steal your stuff, steal your space, claim it. This is how I claim my space. So this is why it's very important to know what you're going to do. When you know what you're going to do, you can gather that equipment. Usually when I would work out at Fitness Connection, I would gather my space. If I did an upper body day, gather it at just depending on the workout, gather it at a rack or get a bench and I'm sitting everything I need by that bench. If I'm at the platform with the rack, I'm sitting everything I need for my whole entire workout at that rack. That way you don't have to walk off from your station to go grab something else because I'm telling you, it's 5 seconds after you walk off, somebody will try to take your...
Especially going at a busy time of the day. They waiting on you to move. Yeah. I
remember this one time I forgot something. This is what I'm telling you, claim your space. I had to go back and get it. I'm talking about 2 seconds after I turn around. Meanwhile, my whole tripod, whole phone, whole towel is over there on my rack. This dude's trying to lift. I said, sir, I'm here. He was like, what? I'm here. This is mine. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Like, how do you not see this big ass tripod?
So ugly.
Move.
Big head.
You gotta be aggressive with it.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit because they gotta really know you serious. This mine.
Because they will snatch up your spot.
Snatch it up. So claim your space. So that's why it's important for you to know where, what you're doing, so you can kind of get that equipment that you need and go in the area in the gym and claim it and just literally work out right there in that area. It's okay to walk around sometimes and if you're doing supersets, but just know that while you working over here, someone can literally take what you're doing for your superset and you don't want to be interrupted during your workout. That's one of my pet peeves. So Yeah.
It's annoying.
So I'm gonna recap my do's. 1, make sure you're racking your weights and wiping your equipment down. 2, bring a towel and or headband. 3, bring some headphones. Remember that fire playlist as well. 4, get a gym tour when you sign up. If you come to the gym and you know you're confused, even though you've been a member there for a while, just ask them for a tour. Get a tour. 5, claim your space.
Claim your space, ladies.
Yes. And that wraps up my segment.
All right. Thank you, Miss DaBaby. We enjoyed having you here today. No, I was kidding. Okay, so now it is mental health as well with Beverly Coleman. All right. So today I left my notes, so I'm on my phone. Sorry, y'all. I left my whole laptop at home. So now I got to
It's okay.
do it on my phone, which I'm annoyed by. So today, what I want to touch on is something that we all, whether you know a name for it or not or whatever, it's something that we all pretty much have experienced, which is imposter syndrome. So it can also be called perceived fraudulence, which basically is the feelings of self-doubt and personal incompetence that persist despite your education, experience, and accomplishments. To counter these feelings, you might end up working harder and holding yourself to even higher standards, which turns into perfectionism. So a lot of people who are perfectionists or, borderline perfectionists deal with imposter syndrome. And basically they kind of go hand in hand because perfectionists set excessively high goals for themselves. And when they fail to reach a goal, they experience major self-doubt and worry about measuring up.
That's me.
And yeah. So with imposter syndrome, basically you doubting yourself and you have these skills, you have the education,
capable.
you are 100% capable, but you are definitely doubting yourself and getting into your own head. And like I said, it turns into perfectionism because you think everything has to be perfect and you have to get everything right. And when you don't, it's like, oh, I'm a failure or I'm not the person that I claim to be or people see me as or things like that. So I feel like the first time I probably, because like I feel like I recognized, imposter syndrome was when I was in grad school and I had an internship where I had to teach because I told y'all my degrees in teaching college site. So I was teaching like senior level, what is this class called?
Like a capstone
like capstone psychology class, which is basically like, they're ending class, they're doing their big research projects, their big papers. And I feel like whenever I used to teach in front of the class, I used to freeze up. And I feel like that's when the imposter syndrome, I feel like I know all this material. I have a whole degree in it. I'm getting a second degree in it. Like I know this, but it's like you get in front of these people and I start doubting myself, or if I can't remember something, I'll remember on top of my head and I kind of have to look at my notes or, look at the board or whatever like that. And I feel like also another thing with imposter syndrome, you feel like people know that you are an imposter. Basically, like you kind of get in your head, like these people know that I don't know what I'm talking about, that I don't know what I'm doing. They know that I'm not that girl, whatever like that. So I feel like I used to be in front of the class like, they probably think I don't know what I'm talking about, or they probably know that I'm freezing up, or da-da-da-da-da. And I felt like I was doubting myself at the beginning. I had to get more comfortable in it because it's like I knew the material. I just had to get more comfortable with teaching. But I feel like that's the first time I ever recognized imposter syndrome. And I feel like we kind of all go through it a little bit in whatever career or skills. You a singer, dancer, you paint, whatever. We all have had those times with self-doubt where it's just like you had that skill set, you got it. Just doubting yourself because you're giving yourself these unrealistic like expectations and pressure. So when you don't meet it, you're just like, oh, I'm the worst. And it's like you're literally you was just setting some very much unrealistic goals for yourself. So that's something I struggle with too, perfectionism, especially when it comes to my content, because I feel like when I film something and I edit and stuff and I feel like it's not perfect or it's not 100% like whatever the vision that I thought it was going to be, I started doing the self-doubts. I'm really like, maybe I'm not the best content creator and maybe I'm not this and that and that and people are going to know that, this isn't my good work and blah, blah, blah. And it's just kind of like, bro, relax. But it's kind of like, again, you just expecting so much of yourself that you get into your own head, literally.
Yeah,
And you look at yourself as a literal imposter.
Yeah.
Like,
for me, I feel like being an entrepreneur definitely showed. I never experienced it,
Yeah.
so I try to. I am an entrepreneur. You know, I can
Mhm.
see how I just did that.
yeah. Imposter.
So I am an entrepreneur. So getting into this new line of work really showed me that, and I never knew what it was. Shout out to James, my mentor at Dream Performance. And so he was like, "Are you a perfectionist?" I literally was telling him this a few weeks ago, and I never thought. I was like, "No, I'm not a perfectionist.
I just be doing my thing."
Yeah." He was like, "I think you're a perfectionist," and I'm like, after he said that, I'm like, I am a. Well, I was.
Yeah.
I was a perfectionist, and I didn't even know. I was like literally my own worst enemy. Didn't even know, and I'm just like, it's just like I like for things to be done the right way, you know. So it's just
we are
like,
we are our own critics.
Yeah.
The worst critic. Like literally, we harder on ourselves than literally anybody
Anyone.
out here.
So it kind of goes into what we talked about last week. As an entrepreneur, your own boss. Like sometimes you have to be, because you answer to no one, and it's just
Yeah.
like you want to be the best. You want to do your best. So I have to expect the best from myself. But I feel like my perfectionism starts to fall into like what I expect from other people. So I expect the best I expect for me to do the best. So like I expect that from other people. I feel that's why it's very hard for me to date, because like once I don't get what I you know, what I think I should, whether it's good or bad, you know, I'm like, I don't want to deal with him no more. Like just like that, I would cut you off, but it's like I'm still finna be hard, you know, and but it's just like not letting that like affect my friendships and my family. If my family doesn't do something that I think that they should do, or my friends that I think they should do, like not literally getting mad or getting frustrated or irritated. It's just like maybe they're just not thinking like you. That's okay, you know, but like don't project that perfectionism onto other people. It's not fair.
Yeah.
So
So with imposter syndrome, just remember that one, we all experience it, because like I said, we all have moments of self-doubt. But remember, you are capable, you are educated, you got this. And even if it's something that you're starting off new as, like, because me and Mia literally could be feeling, I feel like on the first episode, it may not have been imposter syndrome, but it's just kind of like that. Am I doing this right? Am I good enough? You know, is this going right?
even
you know,
today,
yeah.
like I thought that I was kind of thinking that my last segment, but it's just like, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Just doubting yourself. And it's like, you know what you're talking about. You know, so it's just kind of like, remember, you are capable. You got this. And it's just like, we all gonna have like little times, you know, where we not doubt ourselves a little bit. It's like, oh, but it's just like, don't let it get to you so much that one, you stop liking whatever it is
you're doing, because it could be your purpose.
Yeah, your passion or whatever it is, to where your self-doubt is so strong that you quit it, or you're just like, I can't do this, when you actually literally can. So believe in yourself. You got this. That's something that I have to do all the time to myself. It's like, bro, you got this. Or you, sorry, burp, but you're good. So it's just like, I promise you are capable. So, but yeah, imposter syndrome. Of course, you can always hop on good old Google and Google some more if you want to. But yeah,
I feel like the main way to help me through mine is journaling.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tracking down
my thoughts, my literal thoughts of what I thought, what I felt. I'll look back at some of my stuff. I'm like, girl.
But also, I feel like ways to help it is tracking your successes.
Yeah,
every little
too.
success
that
is a success.
Too.
That helps you realize that you are progressing. You are who you know, and you know who you are and who you think you are. You are that girl. Yeah. So it's just like tracking successes. Well, that's something I started doing more of this year. Too. Was like journaling and in my planner, whatever, tracking down my successes, because
keeping
it's like
track of your goals. So when you hit them, you're like, oh,
I did that.
Because I'm hitting things that I wanted to do last year. So sometimes I forget that when I don't necessarily have what I want right now. But I'm like, but you were, you prayed for it last year. So it's just like, you will get what you want, but it's like, it's going to take time. Just like what you're maintaining now, that took time to get here. So just like, be okay with where you are. It's okay.
Yeah. It's just like, and then there's always, look, nobody 100% knows everything about anything. So it's always room to learn. So I promise you, if I'm in a room with another person who's on the same level of me when it comes to education and psychology, I promise you that no one is just like, they're not that much smarter than me or whatever it case. It's like, we both know what we're talking about, but it's like, if you have a person in the same space as you don't, I feel like sometimes if we have people in the same space as us and, they have the same credentials, experience, whatever like that, and we kind of like hit imposter syndrome, and then it's kind of like, oh, all these people, they know what they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not as good as them, da-da-da-da-da. And it's just like, no, don't, like I said, don't compare yourself to other people. So again, you are capable. You can do this. You know what you're talking about. And sometimes we all freeze up. We mess up. We make a mistake. Okay. It is what it is. Like, no one is perfect. You're not a robot. You're a person.
Yeah, human.
So, literally, some imposter syndrome. But all right, let's move on. Kind of get through some news of this week.
What's new?
What's new? Okay, so just gonna start off with something that happened literally yesterday, which was the death of young Dolph. Is it young Dolph?
Yeah.
Is young? Okay, I didn't know if they put like they just call him Dolph or.
I think they call him both.
Yeah. Okay. Dolph. But yeah, just the death of him. First of all, when I first seen it on Twitter, I genuinely thought it was fake. When I had seen it,
hoped it was.
Yeah, same. I think I was, especially like the circumstances of how. But if y'all don't know, yesterday, which was Wednesday the 17th, it was pronounced that young Dolph. He had been shot and killed outside. I forgot the cookie place. Makita, something like that. Yeah. Buying like cookies for his mother, and he was like gunned down, or whatever, and he died at the scene. And as most of y'all know, he has, I think she's his wife or like super long time girlfriend. Doesn't matter. He has a woman, and they had like children, 2 beautiful kids together. So I really feel bad for his family, honestly, because it's like, if from what it seems like, and you just follow, if you look at him on social media and stuff, he seemed like he's very involved dad.
Family man.
Yeah, he's a family man. So it kind of just is really trash to see that happen to somebody like that. And it's just like, now you got 2 young kids, and dad is gone.
She's a single mother.
Literally a single mother having to deal with all this herself. Yeah. And then just also having probably on her own end to be careful, because it ain't no telling what that shooting was about. Like, who the hell knows? Like, who knows? But it's just kind of, I do feel
it's like worrying if you're safe. Are you okay?
Yeah, are you safe? Exactly, because they did that shit in broad daylight. In like a very public area.
That's scary, because it's just like, because I know we had saw that. I don't know if y'all seen the picture, but of the shooters from like, I guess like a surveillance, those guns were big, and it's just like, to shoot someone in a public place in broad daylight is so bold. Scary. It is bold. It's like you could have accidentally shot anyone.
Which I am happy that innocent bystander life wasn't taken.
A worker? What if I don't know if his kids is with him, but like, what if he had his kids with him?
Yeah, or the people that work there. Like, this is like a community spot, and
anyone just minding their business,
So it just really like upset me seeing that, because it's like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was just like
the biggest fan.
It's nothing like that, but it's just kind of like, it does suck to see something like that, especially because his wife has like a thing called something, I forgot what's the name of it exactly. It's like something about black men deserve to grow old. And she has like some type of like, I think it's like a charity thing, an organization called Black Men Deserve to Grow Old. So it's just like really trash for her to have something like that, and then like the father of her children. I hate
that this is like a part of rap culture, honestly, for like
the beefed upness and stuff like that.
Just the constant,
because it's just like whatever. Pop Smoke, what's his name, Vaughn,
X.
Oh yeah, Mo3, like
it happens really way too often.
It really does.
You can think all the way back to like Biggie and Tupac. Honestly. It just happens way too often in like rap culture, and it's not okay at all.
Yeah,
like it's not okay. I hate seeing this stuff, because it's almost like normalized at this point.
A little bit, yeah. It is kind of almost normalized. Like, it's just like, damn. And then it's like, and then people keep on moving, so it's just kind of, so
even with Nipsey too.
Oh yeah, same thing in his community too, because what was this? They was in Memphis. Yeah, they was in Memphis for Dolph. So the same thing with Nipsey too, in his community, at his own shop, just killed it in broad daylight like that. Like, it's like, what the fuck?
Just think about how comfortable he probably was. It's like
in the spot, like, somewhere like you be all the time
in danger. Let's say you arguing with someone. Like a very hectic, traumatized situation, but you just big chilling. Yeah. You don't even know somebody out to get you, or trying to kill you. You don't even have the the chance to defend yourself.
just
It's
really doing
literally
some regular
cold-blooded murder, like literally.
You just doing some regular everyday shit and whatever. But yeah, so rest in peace to Dolph.
Yes.
Prayers up
To his
for
family,
his family, and
friends.
also the people who was there that day that witnessed the
The
owners
shooting.
of the
Yeah,
shop
seeing
and
someone
all
get
that.
shot is not a normal thing,
especially when
everyday
you have
thing.
like a constant customer that comes
Yeah.
in and support your business. Definitely, that is a really sad situation. When I seen it,
Very
like I said, I
traumatizing.
really thought it was fake. Next we're gonna move into you niggas that's throwing shit at my girl Rico Nasty. I'm not here for it at
What
all.
is wrong with y'all?
First of all, not you. Y'all not even niggas. Y'all
girls.
no,
Women?
they're like little scrawny ass white boys.
That's who threw it at her.
Mm-hmm.
What?
At a
Was it a Playboy Cardi's?
Yes, Playboy. Because like I don't think a lot of black people listen to Playboy Cardi
I
like
forgot
that.
he was a person.
Okay,
I
same.
don't even lie to you.
After the in New York got million run.
Hey.
That's the
it.
only bop you getting out of me, buddy. Because
Man, he's
what's that?
somebody baby daddy. I say baby mama.
Iggy Azalea. That's her baby daddy. And they say he don't even be like really with the kid either.
Mm.
But first of all, I love Rico Nasty. Like I like her style. She's
Afro
very
punk.
Yes, Afro punk. Like I like her style. She's very different, and I can appreciate an artist who is different and stand on that and not trying to sound like everybody else. So it's like I love Rico Nasty, but she was like an opener at a Playboy Cardi.
I had seen the video.
And somebody else, Carson.
Girl, I don't know who that is.
I forgot the Ben Carson. No, Ben Carson is the doctor.
Not
Ken Carson. Kid Carson. No, not that person. I don't know who the hell the other person was. I just know Playboy Cardi. And it was his show, whatever. And she been opening acting. Basically, like, people been throwing stuff at her, booing her off. And it's just like,
why?
Why? First of all, don't do Rico Nasty because
She's
she go hard.
literally at work. That's like harassing someone at work.
It's disrespectful. It's like, why
it's
y'all?
so disrespectful.
It's a black woman up
what
there
if we came to
entertaining
your
y'all.
job and threw a water bottle at you?
I'm gonna be
Exactly. He ain't wanting to call the police.
Gonna be big mad. Okay, so
Yeah.
she's literally doing her job, doing what she loves, and y'all throwing stuff. My thing is, if you don't like her music, bro, just sit there. Just
Sit through
do
it.
look.
Cardi's coming soon.
Yeah, so he for his and then whatever. It's just like, bro, just sit there.
It's so unnecessary.
Sway, have a conversation with your friend. But why are y'all throwing stuff? Why are y'all booing? Because I promise y'all, booing is not gonna make that man come out no faster.
No. She has a job to do, whether you want to hear it or not.
Exactly. Like, there's plenty of shows you go to, and you may not be the biggest fan in the opener. That don't mean you disrespect them. Like, what's wrong with y'all? And y'all definitely don't do
drunk.
Rico. I don't give a shit what they would.
Why would you not be scared to throw that at her? She looked like she would
then,
beat
'cause
your
on one of
ass.
the
Like, that's how she looked.
On one of the videos, she jumped down into the crowd and she was looking for him. And then somebody on Twitter had pointed out who it was. They circled it. It was like, there you go, right there. And it was like, I found him easy. And I was like, get his ass, pull jail. But yeah, so first of all, leave Rico Nasty alone because she is that girl. Also, her and Flo Milli just dropped a new song together, so I need to listen. I love me some Flo Milli too.
They had posted some, I guess, like the clips or pictures or whatever.
Yeah, because I think there was a music video too.
Mm-hmm.
I love Flo Milli too. That's my girl. But
Flo Milli sheet.
Oh. But yeah, so don't make me punch you in the face. Stop disrespecting Rico Nasty because that's my girl. And also, she don't deserve that. She ain't do nothing to y'all. She out there literally doing her job, working, getting her money, and y'all are throwing things at her for what again? Because you're stupid. Okay. Lastly, this we're gonna try to talk about this quickly.
Really quick, fast and hurry.
It's a mess. Okay, DaBaby, what's the name? Danny Lay. And DaBaby Mama One, Mimi, right?
Has been in the chokehold of this story.
Literally,
I did not ask to see any of this. I did not want to know any of this. It's just like, wow, we really just be minding our business and celebrities volunteer.
Oh, y'all want to know something? This is my business.
Yeah.
Like, awesome.
And then they'll be like, y'all need to stay on y'all lane. We were
the blogs. Y'all love the blogs. You submitted this shit.
It's y'all celebrities. Sometimes y'all be literally doing things. So anyways, yes, my timeline has been on chokehold.
First of all, DaBaby head is big as fuck. Let's start there. You big headed ass.
We
nigga.
were just
You're
talking
trash.
about. I don't know if he's a deadbeat. Is he?
No, the one thing about him, he do take care of his kids. He still ain't shit though.
Yeah, he's very hella disrespectful.
He hella disrespectful. First of all, my thing is I saw that with the whole situation. Just I guess a rundown what happened.
Yeah.
Long story short, y'all know Danny Lay, right?
Yeah.
Was pregnant, and of course speculation was DaBaby was the
that's
father.
Her ex
and exactly,
parent,
but
whatever.
apparently she claimed that they had like been together still that whole time. Then he hopped on Instagram Live and was recording her while she was feeding her baby, and was like, "Hey, I'm doing this for my safety." Oh, hold on. I'm doing this for my safety.
For my safety.
For my safety. But doing this for my safety or whatever. And then he was like just talking shit, and of course she like, get that camera out of my face. And then it was just like a whole bunch of back and forth on Instagram. He was saying she was like a side chick, and she was saying she had nowhere to go, and they was like arguing on I'm gonna say FaceTime. That's what it felt like, child. Like they called you, was like, "Mama, she did this," but on Instagram Live, and then it was a bunch of back and forth.
Yes.
But they was saying, and she claimed that they had been together and they was living together, and he
like
randomly was trying to kick her out or something. She was like, so he can fuck on hoes.
And she bought him like a plan B.
Oh yeah, because she was like, he basically be reckless, I guess, with the sex.
Yeah,
and she was like, he be like nutting her and stuff all the time, but he like be still fucking on hoes and whatever. So it's just like, first
For
of
me,
all,
I feel like he trying to go on live and him embarrass her, but the only embarrassing thing about the situation is him. You're embarrassing, nigga.
Fool.
Like I would be like,
are you not embarrassed
by your own actions? Just like it really defeated the purpose of you trying to go on live and say she's a side. Like we all saw you post her. We all saw you make a song about her. We all saw y'all like literally. You're saying that was your girlfriend. I'm in confusion, and we supposed to be like, oh yeah, yeah, she is. No, we like I said, y'all tell us y'all's business. We saw y'all was together. You fool.
Yeah, it's just like no one believes you talking about your side chick. You're
and if you believe him,
stupid.
You are, because we saw y'all together. We saw y'all's whole relationship in the public eye. Like, so who are you really preaching to, yourself at this point? Because we all saw y'all together.
I don't believe you at all.
She literally had your child for a reason. She just didn't have it because she felt like it.
Yeah,
that was your girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
That was your whole girlfriend. Like, stop stunting.
Yeah.
Stop the cap. My thing that I was thinking about was apparently there was some assault charges that was put on her. Apparently,
I saw that.
First of all, DaBaby, the last person put assault. You know how he be knocking niggas out for no reason? Bro, this nigga go to a concert. You touch me, pow. You do pow, 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 pow. Like he be just hitting on people. You know how many times? It's like every couple of months, this nigga is on the shade room or something because he don't pop. Yeah, he don't punching somebody. You little man syndrome for real. So it's just like him having the nerve to act like he gon'. You should be in jail by now. All that assault charges you probably got.
His child don't grow up and see this,
right?
And hate him because it's just like
imagine seeing how a nigga treat your mama
when you're 3 months.
Yeah, like. So that whole situation with like, and then his first baby mama got on Instagram and was giving a statement. Girl, what the fuck?
Once again, we did not ask.
We didn't ask to hear from you.
You the last person.
And then in the statement, she said a bunch of nothing.
So no, my thing was, I was like, what is wrong with y'all? So she was trying to say, because I saw it in the shade room, but I scrolled because I don't give a fuck. I ain't trying to hear this shit. But you know, like I said, things are literally forced in our brains. So I was on TikTok and I didn't realize this is what I was watching until I was done. You know how fast TikToks are. So the TikTok was like a clip of her saying that the people be putting spells on people, right?
Spells?
So then Danny has a song, and then in the song she says, "I'll put a spell on you like voodoo." So some random person on the internet connected with the baby mama said, and then the song lyric said, "See."
Oh!
She put a spell on him and he just got out of it. That's why he was acting like that. I was like, y'all will give these niggas
conspiracy just y'all giving him a lot of leeway.
He ain't shit.
You literally, there's no spell.
There's no spell.
There's no conjuring of anything. That man is just not shit, y'all. Let's let a spade be a spade. He ain't shit. And let's
I was
come
like,
to the conclusion.
y'all are reaching for the stars.
It's just like I feel like nobody in this situation is perfect because obviously Danny Lay done had her
ups and downs,
issues with that.
The yellow bones.
This song is so bad. child. But anyway, so it's just like obviously like that whole beef with, and me and Mia was talking about this is. At the end of the day, this nigga not shit. He's obviously, I feel like, because she was saying somebody's first baby mama, and his first baby mama always got something to say. It's clear he going back and forth between them and me. And don't act like y'all don't see this stuff in real life.
In real life, I know a lot of people can relate. Like
men go back and forth between two women a lot, and that's because they allow them to. They give this nigga too much grace, and it's just like he telling y'all both the same lies, telling y'all the same stuff.
How it go.
Literally, like so. It's just like. I don't think I've ever been in that situation.
I will never be in that situation.
I was about to say I ain't never knowingly been in a situation like that.
Because if it's me, I was like, girl, let's team up on him
and let's jump.
Yeah, it's not
get that nigga after work.
Be beefed up on each other. It's just like no, let's beef up, beef up on him.
But yeah, it's just kind of like men be spreading the same lies. So I feel like he going back and forth between, and obviously make enemies out of them. Ain't no telling what he's saying, the others saying about each other. Then that make them get on the internet and start talking about each other. So remember, ladies, at the end of the day, the niggas are the enemies. No, I'm just kidding. They're not always. But in a lot of situations, they are like, but
most likely if two women are arguing online,
it's a man.
It's his
involved,
fault.
Yeah.
Like he done did
I know
something.
I've been in a situation where girls have been beat up with me.
Yeah,
because
they're arguing about it themselves. I suddenly argue. They both argue with each other.
Yeah.
I feel like.
But that's because I wasn't receiving anything on my end. It was more like the man like telling whoever else like, oh yeah, Bev, this, she mad, da. And of course, I don't talk to him, so I don't know. So it's just like they beat up with me. And I don't even know why, but it's because literally the man is like being this awkward center point, being messy.
Like I guess they
men
wanna,
are messier than y'all think they are.
I guess it feels good. Y'all tell me, men, I don't know, to have women fighting over y'all. Y'all like that shit.
I'll punch you
Some of y'all. So y'all do what y'all can do. Y'all literally be messy. I'm specifically talking about the messy niggas that do this. I'm not talking about if you don't do this, I'm not talking about you. But I feel like they like it.
Yeah, they do.
It makes them feel good.
But another lesson, Miss Danny, is like we said last week. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of red flags and signs. There's so much stuff that I feel like is obvious with him.
Gives me red flags. I'm just like, he would do what?
But it's like, remember, a man show you the first time who he is. Believe that. And then I just feel like it was very obvious he's very on and off with his baby mama, the first one too. And then he had that second one out of nowhere while he was still supposed to be with the first baby mama. And it's just like,
he's embarrassing.
Embarrassing as hell. So it's just like, remember, believe these men the first time they show you who they not lying. They not playing. This is who they are. Yeah. And they really just testing the waters. And then some of us just,
he got money.
Or it's just like, oh, change, or oh, well, he told me this, that. It's like, no, that nigga was being real life himself when he was doing XYZ. You just got to choose to believe him. But hopefully the situation I'm not the biggest fan of Danny Lay. I don't necessarily listen to her music or anything like that. And the Yellow Bone song threw me off as well. But it's just like, obviously, no mother should be treated like that and kicked out the house.
Humans.
It's like she's a whole human at the end of the day, so she don't deserve to be on Instagram doing all this extra whatever and arguing with her and all this other stuff in front of the baby, and then showing the baby on Instagram like, yeah, we arguing. Here's my 3-month-old baby. Like
literally a joke.
So big head ass DaBaby.
I feel like every other month he does something to make me like him less.
Yeah, and then for you niggas that be on Twitter, it's so funny seeing the black like women community like fall and rise or whatever, rise and fall with
City Boys up one. Yes.
First of all,
ain't no City Boys are gay men, right? Or no?
That's what I'm.
That's what I always thought City Boy was like. Every time I hear City Boy, that's like I think it's Santana. I'm like, girl. So then exactly. Then all of a sudden I see straight men hop on the. I'm like,
cute,
but we are into the LGBTQ culture. So that's why I'm like, when I heard City Boy, that was always something.
It's like obviously City Girl. So I get, especially because Santana is so closely tied to the City Girls. So it's just like, you got something to tell us? No, I'm just kidding.
But I just think maybe they just took it.
We're gonna make it opposite. But
so
no,
every time I see that's what I think about Santana.
City Boys. When men say that, I'm like, you sound stupid as fuck. But for the men, it's like, oh, it's funny seeing women like love DaBaby. People are allowed to change their mind. People show how trash they are every single day. So if I like a person and they start showing their trash qualities and I decide I don't like them no more, I can do that. Because if you keep liking them and they trash, then you're going to sit up there and think I'm a terrible person. So it's just like, people are allowed to change their mind. That's what any celebrity, they start being on that. whatever. I can choose not to listen to them, not to stream them no more. I don't listen to DaBaby. At first, yeah. Then he started showing his ass, and it's like, that's cool. That's cool. Baby on baby. You walking into
Baby on baby.
Big hit ass. Okay.
Literally.
Let's see. We might
questions or
yeah, we might have to skip because today's a shorter episode, y'all, because traffic, looking for my chapstick, feeling kind of car sick. There's a Ford, man. Okay. Beauty real quick. Let me run through that real quick.
We can do that real quick.
So for my product recommendation this week, I want to recommend the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. That is a foundation that I have on right now.
It looks good. We just took pictures. It looked good. Can't wait to post our pictures, guys.
Yes.
We
just went to this like little pop-up shop thing in the Galleria Mall that we was invited to. It's like cute Christmas pictures. Y'all should check it out. We'll post on our Instagram. Yeah. Y'all be able to see. But yes, the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation. It's like $42, but it is worth it. You little bit goes a long way with this product. It looks so good. They have like 40 ranges, I believe, in like what you can the shades. And mine is Tahoe. 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 Tahoe.
Yeah.
Like
Tahoe,
I'm saying.
like the
Tahoe. I think I'm saying. I don't know. Shit. I don't think I'm saying it right. Anyways, that's the one that I wear. But it lasts literally all day. It's not sweaty. This is the. I don't believe this is the matte one. This is supposed to be more of like has more of the glossy look.
Like glowy.
Yeah, like the glow. Yeah, like a glowier-ish look, but it don't look sweaty at the same time. And like I said, the one that I had, I just like am getting to the very bottom, and I've had it for a very long time. I'm probably going to buy a different shade because
I'm gonna have to try it out.
Lighter. But yeah, the NARS Radiant Longwear. There's another one too, but the longwear one, it comes like in the actual like bottle. Get it. Also, in makeup news, update is so Bratz is collaborating with Makeup Revolution. I don't know if y'all know what Makeup Revolution is. It's kind of like one of the better. I don't even know if you would call it drugstore because it really be in like the Ultas. I ain't never really seen Makeup Revolution in drugstores. But Bratz is doing a collaboration with Makeup Revolution, like a holiday line. I just seen it because I follow the Bratz page, which they post a lot of like bad bitch stuff on there for like the adults, the girls who used to be the girls.
Used to have
now.
Bratz, yes.
But I want to collaborate with them. But anyways,
speaking into existence.
Boom, 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 boom. Talk to me. Come. Bratz. But yeah, they're coming out with a makeup like a collaboration thing. And I saw it on Instagram. It's so cute. Like
I bet it is.
Advertisement was, the scene from Mean Girls when they're doing the Santa Claus thing. And they're like doing their makeup and then they like line up behind the thing. That's like what it was, but Bratz. And they were using like their makeup line. It was so cute. But yes, Bratz makeup. So I might have to try it out. I'm trying to slide my ass on a PR list somewhere or something like that. But yeah, I thought that was really cool that I seen that. I was like, Bratz keeping it alive for the girls, like staying with the age range.
Like, inner childhood.
Yes, but like bossing it up
to
like
I like
women.
That concept.
Yes.
That's gonna sell for sure. All right, so for my beauty, it's gonna be quick. So I just want to talk about skincare. So a year ago, my skin was terrible. Like I was dealing with hella cystic acne, a lot of scarring, and I know a lot of ladies and men too can relate to like that terrible adult acne. So my skin cleared up whenever I just decided to go to a dermatologist. So I'm just saying, if you are dealing with like that, like you're dealing with acne, right? And you're trying all these different, these remedies. I mean, all these remedies and all these estheticians and all these products. And if you're getting really frustrated and you're not seeing results, honestly, just go to a dermatologist. Before I went to dermatologist, I did try out Curology, and it did help clear some things up. But when I actually went to the dermatologist and like got them look at my skin, like they gave me things and it worked out great. Like it cleared my skin up. I still get, the occasional pimple here and there, but I don't have to deal with that cystic, like those really hard bumps, Like I swear I was breaking out like 5 pimples a day. So my face was really, really, really scarred up. So I went to Dr. Blackburn. It's actually a doctor's office in Dallas. So if you literally just Google Dr. Blackburn, Dallas, they're the only one, in the area. Blackburn.
Blackburn. Okay.
So it'll come up. So I have insurance, so my copay was only $50.
Okay.
And so I did have to pay for some of my medicine, and ointments. That's okay. But I'm just putting it out there in the air, for people who are super frustrated with their skin and are not finding products that work. Just go to a dermatologist. Your skin is an organ.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it. So there are actually...
Ain't the largest organ on your body?
Yeah, the integumentary system. I believe that's what it's called.
Endocrine? No,
integumentary.
Okay, yeah, never mind. What I said was definitely wrong.
Endocrine is the inside.
Yeah,
but
that's what I was like.
Yeah, so go to dermatologist. Normalize that.
Yeah,
it's okay to go to a dermatologist. You don't always have to go to.
Everybody's skin is different. So it's like some people can like me versus I dealt with acne too, but I was able to on my own find the products and try things or whatever, and that worked out for me.
Yeah.
Also, birth control helped me to get on a birth control that helped with acne as well. So it's just kind of like that's I guess like a form of medication or whatever that helps out. Cause like I know for me, birth control was one thing that would kind of mess with my skin, so I had to find one that didn't. But some people can, find stuff or whatever. And then some people just gotta actually go to the dermatologist.
I did so, I found a few things that helped, but I needed something to make a drastic change. So
More permanent change.
That I literally went to dermatologist. So y'all try that out. It don't even have to be the one I just mentioned, but just try out a dermatologist.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We move to a little lifestyle. So I was thinking the story that we was gonna do. We can say that for next week.
Time.
We have one time, and
fine.
we can just talk about another one that's in here.
Okay, that's cool.
But lifestyle, real quick, we want to just talk about when your exes try to see back into your life and ruin your happiness, or like when they see you happy and then they come in there and
they have a radar.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I don't understand it. It's like you literally.
They do have a radar. They sense happiness, successfulness, whatever, and it's like boom. I ain't heard from your ass in 50 years. Where you coming from? Literally don't. You don't hear from me. I don't want to hear from you.
Go back to that hole.
You crawled out
of
that cave.
Literally.
Go back to it. Yeah. So it's just like
I'll be transparent. For some reason, I'm on my computer. Why did I know if you listen, I know it was you. My ex literally freaking FaceTime me. How do you go from we have not talked in years to you go to a straight FaceTime? And the only reason I know because he doesn't live in Texas. So the area code of the state. And then it's like that number, and I read it all the way. I'm like, I know exactly who this is because it's like I just remember.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Just like it pulled it out of my brain.
That's subconscious.
I knew
who the hell is that?
I knew exactly who it was, and I was just like, and you thought I was gonna answer? How? Like I feel like a FaceTime is so personal.
Yeah, how you go from not even a text,
not even a DM, straight to you FaceTime?
Nigga say answer, girl.
I'm not answering. I'm not trying to talk to you at all. Even if you text
but
me.
But I told you, I feel like this has not been the first time this has happened to you with a particular person. I told you, it's like he can sense when you're happy and when you're doing good, and it's just like that tiptoe. So, ladies. Please respect yourself enough and love yourself enough to not even. I don't care if it's a nigga text you talking about some, hey, how you been? Especially, it's always the niggas that did you dirty.
Yeah,
that like to come back and try to like creep in and oh, you good and how you doing? And girls do this too as well. So exes in general, but it's always the ex that did you dirty and then they randomly, how you doing? They see you doing all right, and how you been? Oh, I see you doing this. I'm happy for you. Trying to like.
You gotta set that boundary and just, because I feel like you might want to, but don't.
To me, it's a test. It's a test to see if they still have access to you.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to tell people. When your exes do that, they don't give a damn about how you doing. They trying to test to see if they still got access to you. Because if you answer in their head, they're like, okay, shit,
this
I ain't have to
beginning.
do much. Yeah, Birdman Hanra.
Yeah.
I got this bitch right where I want it. Yeah. But it's just like, it's a test to see if they still have access to you, and do not fail the test. Like, not even for them, but for yourself. So it's just like, cause one thing about me, I'm gonna move the fuck on, and it's just like when I don't like backtracking ever. So it's like it ain't no hate or nothing, but it's kind of
we
like
all about growth over here.
Especially like I said, one of the niggas that do you dirty and they just whatever. And then sometimes it don't even gotta be an ex. It can be somebody you was talking to or whatever, and they did dating, you dirty, dating or whatever. And it's like it's always somebody just trying to peek their way back in when they see you doing good, or if they see you moved on or whatever like that. And it's just like you have to have enough. You have to have those boundaries there for yourself. Of this person no longer has access to me. Like when you did have access to me, you didn't make the most of it and you didn't do me right.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done.
You're done.
You're done. So that's why I was like, I feel like it's always the people that do you the dirtiest that try to creep back in, but they're testing you, and that's what I try to tell people. It's literally just a test. They don't. They may not even be trying to get back with you. Now they just trying to see if they still got that access, like that privilege of having you
around June. So my birthday is June 6th. So I feel like a lot of things just like been good things happening to me, right? But you know, your birthday pictures drop. I swear, like I had so many people, men from the past, be like, "What's up?" And I'm just like, "What is wrong with you?" And it was just like coincidentally, like damn near at the same time, all of them.
Not they want that old thing back.
No. That's why I'm just like, remember one of them had FaceTime me. We was it's like Juneteenth. Cause remember Holly had my phone, and I was like, answer that, cause I don't know who that is. Yeah, it's just like y'all need to stop doing that.
I dead ass forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
No, y'all. No access to me.
I remember who it is now. I completely forgot about that nigga there.
No access, guys.
No, so I feel like for the
most
part,
they just consistent.
I don't think necessarily. I don't think my exes really tried it anymore. It's more just like, oh, niggas I used to date, talk to, and they randomly come. I was like, first of all,
I forgot you existed.
That part. Who you again? Forgot you even.
What's your name again?
Even forgot you. We was anything ever like we even talked to begin with. But it's just kind of like me. I don't even say shit back. Most time most time it's a DM because I got my number changed now, so they can't even text me if they wanted to. I literally will smooth delete that shit out of my messages and keep it moving. So when old flames, exes, whatever, try to creep back into your life,
the door is locked.
It's locked, lock and key. Close it. And I don't care how much you have to be in love. Are they niggas really be fake caring? If we be, and when I say niggas, I mean people in general. It's just saying in general. It can be even if you are a woman and you know you date women or whatever like that. When I'm saying niggas, I mean whoever ex boos whatever. People just they really honestly don't. I'm not gonna say they don't really care what you're doing. They just people are conniving and they're manipulative
and
it's
bored.
just like and bored too. And also if they see you doing well,
they want a piece of that. They want a piece of that light. They want a piece of that glow.
Yeah, they want a piece of that too, especially if you're doing well after them as well. And it's like, child, I'm probably doing better because your ass ain't around, getting on my nerves and distracting me.
That's how it be.
Literally.
If a door closes, it was supposed to.
And I
feel like it's very rare that you go back.
Yeah,
I feel like unless you were married or something, you know.
Yeah, that's
within
different.
that's
a marriage
different,
is a little different. It's a little bit more serious.
I'm talking about regular dating, regular exes. Yeah. When that door closes tight and shut, it's supposed to be. So don't even.
Yeah, saying you broke up for a reason.
Yeah, remember that.
And that reason is more than enough for me to move the fuck on and not be worried about them trying to talk to me and what they doing. And I literally don't care. Like, so it's just like one of my exes, but this one like we was like 18. Me and him are cordial now. But me and him just don't be like talking 25-8 or whatever. I see him, I literally saw him the other day and we said like, what's up to each other? How you doing? Whatever. But it's just kind of like with him, I know is literally nothing like him trying. I know he don't give a shit about anything of me on a romantic level. It's just like hey, how you doing? We live in the same area. So it's like I kind of low key run into him often. But in general, everybody else, like I really don't. I mean, if I see them, I'll be like, what's up? But that whole trying to creep back and how you doing all this stuff, it's a no-go. It's a no-go. So it's just like most of the time there might be a few out there that you know genuinely have moved on and they just checking in, but who knows? It's like, child, it's been 6 months. It ain't that. I'll be like, because the ex I'm talking about is from like 2014. It's literally 2021. We do not give a shit about each other like that. But it's like if I had my more recent ex, which was 2019, that's something I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to like, you know, whatever, like entertain that or anything of that nature. So it's just kind of like, be careful when they try to. I feel like you can, but I also feel like you can sense energy. So you can sense when somebody genuinely is just like, I don't know when they like whatever they not on that, and then but it's just kind of like it's a pattern though. I feel like the people who do be on that, they show
It's
a
a
pattern, honestly. So I feel like it's easier to catch on to what they doing. Like for you to be like, you might get fooled the first time, but it's like they a pattern that keep doing the same thing over. And like I said, when they sense that happiness, it's a lot of them that come around when they sense happiness.
They want a
you
piece
doing
of
good.
it.
They want a piece. And then like I said, it can be a nigga that you wouldn't even with together like that for real. Just somebody you was dating. People are weird, and it's just like I don't know. People weird. So close that door, keep it shut, key, lock it, and then call the police if they know. Okay, and boundaries, but that's kind of the same thing.
Set boundaries.
Well,
boundaries are created. You create your boundaries to protect yourself. So I feel like with that, you have to do a lot of soul searching and self-awareness and really figure out what you're going to allow, what you're not going to allow. And that's not just with relationships, but just like friendships, co-workers, like really set clients. Like, I'm going to try to have clients. I have to set boundaries. So make sure, take some time, especially before the new year start, set boundaries.
Yeah.
Think about like what you are going to allow in every area of your life. Like don't leave any areas of your life unchecked. Set boundaries, literally writing them out, seeing them, like.
And I feel like over time you just learn what your boundaries are. I feel like, of course, obviously people have more leeway when I was 18 versus now me being 26. So it's like over time, really like it's more of a self-awareness of realizing things you went through, lessons learned, how I felt at that moment. I did not like that. I'm not allowing that again. And it's okay. You got to stand your ground when it comes to your boundaries. Because you feel like these are my boundaries and you let people step over it, or, you letting people pass all the time. And it's like, obviously your boundaries can be different for different people depending on your relationship with them and, whatever like that. But it's like at the end of the day, no one person is allowed 100% access to you 25/8 besides yourself, because obviously you within yourself. But it's just like some people feel really, really, really entitled to you all the time, and that can be overwhelming. So it is okay to set boundaries and be like, hey, 1, 2, 3, I'm not having 4, 5, 6. I need you to respect 7, 8, 9. Like, and if they care about you, and if they're a respectable person, then they will. Because I promise you, that person has some boundaries themselves. They just choosing to overstep somebody else's or being mad. So it's just like having boundaries really do. And I feel like that also helps with your mental health as well, because you letting people do everything.
You don't be triggered all the time.
That too. Or you just letting people do whatever all the time. And you too afraid to set those boundaries because of what they think. Who the hell care what they think? This you protecting your own self, your own energy, like your own inner peace. So it's just like boundaries. Set them, especially when it comes to those exes.
Yeah,
because them niggas be crazy. But set your boundaries. We'll talk more deeper into about
later,
like friendship boundaries, relationship boundaries. We'll kind of get more detailed into that. Okay. So entrepreneurship, real quick. Yes. We just want to give a little tips when it comes to using your audience and followers to your advantage. So of course, y'all know I'm a creative, I'm an influencer. So obviously having a following helps. Yeah. And but one thing people always ask me is, okay, when they're trying to start a business or even when you're trying to be an influencer, do you have to have a certain amount of followers? And the answer is no and yes, because I like to tell you no, because you can get things done without a big following, but there are some opportunities that limit you from doing it because you got to have 10K. You got to have 15K. So as far as when it comes to a business, yes, obviously it helped that I had a following when like it came to Neo Curly or whatever like that, or even with the podcast, getting people to listen and stuff like that. So having a following does help, but is it necessary? No, because followers does not equal money in sales at the end of the day. Now, I don't get a sale. I don't get $1 from every follower that I have. So it's more of taking the audience and the following that you have and converting that into sales, views, clicks, whatever it is that you're looking for, listens, like you make music or whatever like that. So that's what's more important, is learning to take the audience that you do have, because your audience is there for a reason. They like what you're doing, and it don't matter if it's 500 or you got 500 and somebody that's doing the same thing as you got 2,000. Maybe not all. If they not doing things right, you could have damn near all 500 listening or buying whatever it is that you're doing, and this person can only have 100. Just depends on how like you market it. So it's really important to learn your audience, what you like. That's why it's good to play around with content that you put out and see what they respond to. Better it's like, okay, when I put this out, they was really feeling this. And I put this out, maybe not. I'm gonna test it again and see. You have Instagram, you can go to your insights. I think the only thing that doesn't show you insight if you have a personal account.
Yeah, you gotta convert it to a business.
Business or creator account. You have a business or creator account, which I mean, honestly, if you're some type of artist, you can do creator. Obviously, if you have a business, you can do a business account, and they show you your analytics. And on every post, every story, your audience going up, your views, all the details that you need, from the age range to where they stay at,
the gender,
what day that you get the most views on. All of that is under there. So it's taking time, because me as a content creator, I have to sit there and learn,
evaluate your audience,
evaluate your audience, and figure out what did they like best, what was they not. And that doesn't mean that you have to only post things that they like. You can, like I said, you can post other stuff too that's out there, because whoever is meant to receive it will. But for the most part, just reaching out to your audience and trying to get the most of your followers and your audience.
You really do want to have some type of strategy.
Yes, really, you just don't want to be doing
Instagram
stuff all willy-nilly.
Is really marketing. So you
at this
really
point, it is
want to
marketing.
find your like marketing strategy. Like, what are you gonna do to like inform your audience about what you're doing to convert them into customers? You gotta like figure that out.
Exactly, because it's like, okay, there's a lot of people out there on Instagram that just got followers and they ain't making no dollars off of it. Ain't making no money. They not doing no real, like they not getting sponsorships, or their business not really getting sales. And it's just kind of like, you have to sit there and learn to take. I will sit there. Even my managers and stuff, they take my analytics and stuff like that, and they look at it too. It's really important to try to understand the audience and the following that you do have, and stop worrying so much about
the followers, the amount of followers.
That the next person have. And it's just like, okay, I have 200K, and then I have somebody that, I know they might have 400K. But it's just like, our audiences can be following us for two completely different things for two different reasons. So really take the time to, like I said, make the most of the audience and the following that you do have. Now, when it comes to my content creators, and, it's like, that's why I say yes or no when it's important, because there's opportunities that are out there, but sometimes they limit it to creators who are only 10K and plus. That's what I seen. Remember, I was trying to get you to sign up.
Yeah, that's what I fell into.
Yeah, I was trying to, there's like influencer websites like Inspire and For and Obviously and things like that, where basically creators can go on there and they can pitch themselves for campaigns. So I was trying to put that on for Mia so she can pick up some like active like fitness type campaigns, but they wouldn't let her because she didn't have 10K. And it's stupid, because the thing is also, another thing is, when you are analyzing analytics and stuff, you're looking at the engagement. You're not looking at the followers. You're looking at the engagement. What is going on your page? What are your followers doing? And what are your non-followers doing as well? Most of the engagement that come on my page is from people that don't even follow me. It's all about watching the engagement. So it's kind of hard, like I said, sometimes to tell people numbers don't matter, just because some people do make it a thing. But there's a lot of opportunities out there for people who have under 10K or under 50 or whatever it is. It's just, when it comes to pitching yourself to brands, make sure you harp on your engagement. Yeah, I might have 10K followers, but my reach is 50K, or I get engagement of 50K people. What you need to be advertising for yourself and pitching yourself is that engagement number, not the amount of followers. Because and the thing is, brands like to get spicy in emails too and be like, well, so-and-so has this many followers and they did it for less than what you're asking or the price. I don't care if so-and-so want to lowball themselves, that's on them. Because I've had brands say that stuff to me. I don't care if I have 150K followers at the time. If I'm reaching 400K people, I'm going to get paid like I got 400K followers, because that's what I'm reaching. So the thing is, when you pitching yourself, pitch your engagement and not your followers. Like I said, most of my engagement comes from being on the Explore page. So many people see on the Explore page, people shout you out. They find your page like that. People from all over the place. So it's just learning you just got to really learn how to study the analytics that come with like Instagram. And there's analytics on Twitter, TikTok, all that. Like, you can view your analytics literally on anything.
So for me, I feel like I had to, because I would feel bad because I didn't have as many followers as like, you know, these brands would like. But I had to remember that my impact and my influence is literally community based and local. Like I really be in person with people. So I'm like, maybe like being a fitness influencer online is not the road for me because I like be literally talking to people every day. Like I see members, I'm a coach. So it's a little bit different for me. So I literally stopped honestly caring about like how many followers I had, how a post is doing, because it's just like, you know what, if I got something to pitch, I'm gonna talk to the people that I know, the people that I train. Like since I do work at a gym, it's just like kind of floating that information of what you got going on within that community that you have. And I like that love better. Yeah. And I feel like that's I want my own gym one day. So that's more for me realistic of like, you need to be focusing not on it's okay to focus on your online presence. Yeah. But also but
it's not everything.
Yeah, focusing on like your in-person skills. So like, how am I interacting with clients? You know, do they want to be around me? Am I being friendly? Am I creating an environment that they feel like they can thrive in and they feel comfortable in?
And that's important for the business owners as well. It's just like, obviously for the content creators, it's a little different because because your job is the online presence. But for a business, like actual business owners, like you said, you have to make sure that transfers over to real life, like you interacting with your customers and, you know, if people come pick up stuff from you, like that type of thing too, having that with them in person and not just online. Because like I said, you could have 500 followers and be having more sales than somebody with 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, but it's just all about
your customer
service, doing what makes sense for you. So it's good to have an online presence because there's so much online for people to find you. But
because I get most of my
don't stress about it
online.
Yeah,
but yeah, like you said, don't stress about it. If you are a smaller business or just you have a smaller Instagram account, don't stress out about it. Really, like what I did is just literally focusing on my like personal skills. Like how can I build like long-term relationships with the people that I come across every day. That is going to be valued to me more than like a brand.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I wanted that because I felt like that's what I needed to do because I followed all these fitness influencers. So I was really trying to copy and paste what they did. That shit was not working for me. And I was getting so frustrated of putting all this effort and this time in creating this beautiful content. And it's just like not even the engagement is so low. So I started like putting all that energy into like my online clients and my in-person clients, like being creative with them, and it was helping them thrive more, honestly.
Yeah. So just do what's best for you. Like I said, for creators, it's a little bit different just because me, obviously, like, but I have built a lot of good relationships with the online stuff as well, and it transferred over into real life. But it's kind of like, you know, like I say, it's a little different career just because your job is online. But as far as like actual business owners, do not stress about followers. Followers does not equal money.
Does not equal customers.
Like, it does not equal customers. So it's just it's more of like with the Instagram or the page, you making the most of it, you know, looking at your analytics and stuff. It's not, okay, people really like when we post about this item or so this thing we're selling. So it's like, okay, let's keep it up. Let's keep up the hype about this. Let's get more sales off of this. This is what people are interacting with. Let's make content based around this. So that's more of like just using social media more to your advantage versus like
trying to go viral. Trying to get a lot of followers.
Worrying about the wrong stuff. And it's like, just use it more as like a tool versus like the center of your business.
Exactly.
So that's why I was like, followers, audience, like follower thing matter yes and no.
Yeah.
At the same time,
it just depends on what you're trying to do.
It depends on the situation and how you're going about it. So, but yeah, like I said, sometimes for creators, it's limited maybe opportunities just because some be tripping. But I promise you, there are a million brands that will pay you and give you your money despite the following. I know plenty of like micro influencers that be making some money because they're pitching themselves right and they're pitching the right things to themselves. And they're also their content is good too. So it's showing like, hey, I can do this. Who cares if I don't have 500K followers and I got 15, I can do this. So it's just kind of like say using things the right way. Like say Instagram has like the insights and stuff. So studying that.
Check your insights.
Yeah, really does help. Like say if you got a personal account and you're a creator or your business, switch it right now. So that way you can dig deeper into that account and say your business, use it as a tool and not like everything.
Like your worth of your business is not
based off your
on-
fucking
it's
Instagram. It's not.
Because Instagram is gonna come and go.
Yeah, and
Honestly, in
we'll
the
have
next 10,
MySpace
15,
2.0.
Yeah, we'll have something totally different we all on. So, and people were thriving in business before social media.
Literally.
So remember that as well.
So it's
Pick up
just
them
use social media as a
old-fashioned,
tool with your business, and as a creator,
tips.
really study those analytics. And really, one day I'll come on here and more like talk more deeper about pitching yourself and what I do, responding to emails and things like that. That's just kind of like a little overall. So just to wrap it up,
Yes.
we're just gonna do Ask Bev and Mia real quick, and the question is from I'm just saying Miss E because I'm saying, but is how do y'all deal with anxiety about being successful in life if y'all do? So I feel like that's more of like imposter syndrome, almost a little bit again, because it's just kind of like success is defined differently for everybody. What is successful to Mia is different to me.
You gotta figure that out.
Yeah, and so it's just more like it's different. So of course we don't see success 100% same. It's more just like what your field is. So me, I don't necessarily see me 100% successful, but I don't see myself as a failure. I feel like I'm building up to that success, and of course anxiety and doubt and things come with it, but it's more of just one thing that helps is having supportive people around you to remind you you're doing a damn good job, brother.
Yeah, you gotta have
You're
that.
doing a good job, because I feel like you got like these pessimistic ass, like they ain't doing shit for themselves, as either bringing you down, family members, friends, significant other, whatever. I feel like it can make that imposter syndrome even worse, because it's just like, damn, like not only am I feeling down, but these motherfuckers telling me, they making me feel worse. So it's just like, why am I even doing this? But it's just, and like so we all have moments of self-doubt. Like we all done thought about quitting the shit that we wanted to do. Like, but it's like when you have those people in your life that it's like, hey, I know it's hard, especially when they don't have to do the same thing, but like me and Mia don't do the same thing, but we both entrepreneurs. So we both know that what we do is tough, and like being our own bosses and things like that. So just we can relate.
Support system.
But even our friends that work their 9-to-5s or just in their career fields or whatever like that, we talk to them, they understand what we're doing too, and they build us up like, hey, you got this. What you posted the other day was really good. They're sharing it. They're giving us that reassurance and that you need. So having a good support system around you really does help.
For me, journaling. So just keep track of your goals. Literally write your goals down so you know what you're working towards. And every now and then go back and see what you wrote and see.
Check mark it off.
So really keeping track of your mistakes, keeping track of your successes. And honestly, what helps me the most is writing down what I think my purpose is. And also adding in some affirmations. So when I do feel low,
I write down my affirmations.
When I do feel that self-doubt, I'll have to open my journal and remember, literally you have to remind yourself who you are and why. Remind yourself of your why. If you don't know what your why is, figure that out for yourself. Like I had to dig deep and figure out, why do I want to be an entrepreneur? Why do I want to be a personal trainer? Why do I want to be a group fitness instructor? Wrote it down. So in those moments that I'm not feeling myself, I go back and I just
remind yourself
my why. I'm like, and I get pumped up.
Yeah.
But you got to do it quick. You don't wait days, weeks, and months and kind of sit in a funk of anxiety and that dark pit. Like really, as soon as you feel yourself like feeling like that, you need to fight back and bounce up out of it as fast as you can, because you don't want to waste time that you could be working on yourself and working on your business because you're in a funk, you know?
And once you get into them funks, you be sunk up in it. And it's hard to get out.
Support system is good because you can be transparent with your support system and be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. And like, normally those people can pull you out, help you. Yeah. So journaling and the support system are some things that you guys can try if you are battling anxiety. So make sure y'all keeping track of your goals and your progress and your success and even your mistakes. You make a mistake, write it down, and really evaluate what can I learn from this versus beating yourself up.
Exactly, because I feel like that's something that I told you I've been dealing with. It's kind of like, you know, my situation that I got going on right now, which I'll disclose sometime much, much later. But it's just kind of like something I wish I knew then, and I'm like, oh, I made this mistake, you know, whatever. And I feel like it's a big mistake, but it's just kind of like now it's like, you know what, all I can do is learn from that mistake and make sure that next time I go about it differently, because I can't beat myself up about not doing things. And when it comes with success, there's some L's that are taken along the way before you get there. That's
learning experience.
But it's a learning experience. And it's like, of course, it sucks when you first like child, why did I do 1, 2, 3? But it's just kind of like, if that happened and you don't learn nothing from it, that's on you. And you're just gonna keep making the same mistakes over and over again, causing yourself more.
The saying is repeating the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yeah, and it's just like you gotta do something. Yeah, you gotta do something different. Make something shake.
Pay attention. We gotta pay attention.
It's all about self-awareness. At the end of the day, if you cannot be real with yourself, I don't know what you're doing.
That should be step one.
Yes, being real with yourself. Yes, step one is being real with yourself.
And it's also okay to cry it out.
And that
if
too.
You need to cry it out.
Yeah, like we all done had our moments.
Then
like,
wipe them tears, get up.
Ain't nobody. We ain't walking around like we are entrepreneurs. We got this. Like, no, we done had our moments
cry
too.
It out.
But it's okay to
give yourself that moment to feel what you're feeling. After you do that, okay, it's time to get our affirmations going, get up, and let's get back to working.
Yeah, so just some self-awareness, being honest with yourself, obviously not beating yourself up, but just some self-awareness really does help when it comes to the process. I know I did great at these things, and these are some things I need to work on, I don't need to do again. So those are kind of the things like that support system, journaling, self-awareness, like keeping track of the things that you got going on really does help along with the journey. Yeah. So it's just a closing statement.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go, y'all. The champagne was cool.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. So,
I wish it was a little bit more cold, but
all right, y'all.
This is the end of episode 2. Remember, if you do have questions, you can go on our Instagram at unapologetically melanated. Is that what the Instagram's podcast? Yeah. I'm sorry, the name is so long.
Yeah, it is. It's Unapologetic Melanated Podcast.
Yeah.
On Instagram.
We sorry.
Yeah, child, it's a long name. Y'all can DM us y'all stories on there.
Or email us at Mia. No, askbevandmia.
Yeah.
askbevandmia@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram, Curly Bevy.
And I'm Molded by Mia.
And make sure y'all go. We all on Apple's, YouTube's,
Spotify. Share with your friends.
Share with your friends.
Families.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends' friends. And your friends about us.
Push this podcast out.
Because we here every week. Period.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Bye.